Hey, what's going on, guys? Mr. Mom. First off, I want to say that I want to apologize, guys, for not showing you more planted aquascape tanks. Kind of neglected my planted tanks a little bit recently because I've been focusing on the store, been focusing on grow out tanks and stuff, and I haven't really been super busy in aquascaping and redoing my 2 show tanks that I, really should be doing. So with that being said, guys, I am going to be doing some scaping and putting up some cooler videos of me actually doing some aquascaping and doing some ideas. And I got a wicked contest idea that I got coming up too. So it's all right, guys. Mr. Mom's going to run another contest. The king of contests is going to run another one. It's been a while since I've run a contest. I know, it's been a while. So with that being said, guys, I could make 1,000 videos about CO2, and I know I've made 100 videos about CO2. But the thing is, I keep getting questions about it, and I just keep getting people asking my opinion and everything else. So one thing that I've learned, while selling plants, obviously, and one of the reasons why I've neglected some of my own personal aquascapes is because I've been trying to get my holding tanks in order, especially now that I can't run greenhouse and stuff. And getting CO2 and stuff even on my holding tanks, because it's important even when I'm getting plants in, for a short period of time, to give them the best conditions, that they're going to need to thrive and get them out in decent conditions. So, and why it's important, guys, and in my opinion, the most important thing is most of these plants that we use in the hobby, that, are the, I would say the better plants or the more high-end plants or whatever, not just your crypts. Like I run crypts. Crypts are awesome. You don't need CO2 to run crypts. There's a lot of plants that you don't need CO2 to run. But the thing is I get people that will call and ask me, and they'll say, yeah, I don't really want to run CO2, or I'm not running CO2, but I want ground cover plants, which is really an oxymoron. You can't really do that, in my opinion. I mean, I'm not even going to say in my opinion, in my experience, you can't do that. And I'm showing this tank just because right here, this is the Cardamine Lorata, or SP Japan, another name for it, people call it, I believe. Awesome stuff, guys. And look at the way it's carpeting on the side of the tank here. I mean, it's going around the back. You guys can see how it kind of sends out its, little shoots. It kind of spreads out like a pennywort or something like that, You can float this stuff even and it'll grow. But what I can tell you is that, and stargrass here too, you can see the stargrass. And a lot of these plants that are native, that grow in the wild, they don't grow like this. And you guys know that. You guys have all gotten immersed growth plants, and, they look totally different once they grow in submerged. And the thing is that's, they want to grow immersed. In nature, most plants really grow immersed for the most part. I mean, obviously there's plants that grow underwater. But a lot of these plants that are in the hobby that we're growing in our tanks, that's why they come immersed, because they grow better immersed. And people who sell that stuff and suppliers and stuff grow it out immersed because it grows quicker, and it grows better, and they can sell it faster and make more money. That's why it is like it is. So we're really forcing them to be something that they don't want to be and to look like this. I know Cardamine Lorata, when I get it in for my supplier, looks completely different than this. It almost looks like, like small pennywort. But then once you get it in and submerge it, obviously, and give it the highlight and the CO2, you start getting these little flowers here and stuff. I shouldn't say flowers, but little leaves, almost cloverish looking, but not really. This stuff's awesome, guys. I'm going to be using this in new scapes violently. But yeah, and same with the stargrass, guys. And I can say that I did not run CO2 in this tank for about a month, and the stargrass almost completely died. I mean, you can still see, a little bit of the melting and stuff that it went through, like down in here and stuff, if you guys can notice that. But I mean, it's exploding now with another, couple weeks that I've had the CO2, and I just got the simple paintball CO2 setup running on this rig. So I don't know, guys, take it for what it is. A lot of these plants, if you really want your plants to flourish, even crypts and the easy stuff, you need to run CO2. Granted, there is, you can do complete scapes and make them look wicked and do a lot of cool stuff without CO2. But just make sure that you have realistic expectations in your head if you're not going to run it. So that's what I got, guys. Take it for what it is. Just me running off at the mouth. This tank's doing nothing but it's going to get scaped too, so same with that one, but we're not going to speak of that right now. That's what I got, guys. J-Flesh Tanks, Mr. Mom Tanks, firedupaquatics.net, guys. Big order coming in next week, so stay tuned for some better videos coming up, people. Contest. Peace!